Once one of the most talked about couples in entertainment, DDG, rapper, YouTuber, and rising star, and actress-singer Halle Bailey captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Their chemistry was unforgettable. Red carpet appearances, behind-the-scenes footage, heartfelt social media moments. But behind the glamour, something broke. This week, in a tear-filled moment outside a Los Angeles courthouse, DDG confessed, "It's too late. I lost the battle, not just in court, but with her." Today, we dive deep into what led to this emotional breaking point, the impact of a restraining order, the postponed custody fight, and the human story behind the headlines. What began as a fairy tale romance between DDG and Halle Bailey soon turned into a troubling saga of heartbreak and conflict. Their relationship kicked off under the public eye. DDG, known for his explosive rap career and charismatic presence on YouTube, and Halle, fresh off her breakout with Disney's The Little Mermaid, were a high-profile match from the start. Social media buzzed with admiration for their bond. Fans rated them relationship goals, while tabloids speculated about secret dates and collaborations. Behind the scenes, though, cracks began to show. Cryptic tweets went public. One day, the posts were adorable. Birthday wishes, romantic song lyrics, supportive comments. But soon, dates became ambiguous captions like, "Some things you just can't fix," or "Time tells the truth." At first, fans assumed harmless teasing. But rumors of private disputes and missed calls began circulating. Conversations that once overflowed with affection seemed to dry up, or worse, talk of deep disagreements entered public discourse. Around this time, whispers started about a restraining order being in the works. While neither side confirmed the rumors, insiders said it stemmed from sustained conflict and communication breakdown. The couple's breakup, when finally made official, arrived without warning and without fanfare. Gone were the sweet posts, replaced by silence. Gone was the public handler of their child. All that remained were unanswered questions and growing concern. But the real turning point came when custody emerged as the next battlefield. Once the relationship dissolved, private conversations turned into legal documents. DDG and Halle now shared not just a history, but a child, turning what might have remained a personal split into a public and legally charged conflict. Their custody battle quickly became front-page news, thrusting them into courtrooms where every filing and delay echoed across social media. According to sources close to the case, DDG initially sought joint custody, hoping to maintain a meaningful role in his child's life. Halle, however, focused on stability and privacy, citing fairness and scheduling conflicts. While no official court record is public, insiders say Halle's busy shooting schedule complicated matters. She was called to film scenes across multiple locations for a major feature film. As a result, the court granted postponements several times, citing her professional commitments. The most recent hearing, this week's, was the tipping point. Again, the court faded to black on any resolution, frustrating DDG. He described the delay as a door closing. What might have been a matter of weeks dissolved into months, all while the emotional toll intensified. DDG made it clear, the delays aren't just procedural. They symbolize distance, missed opportunities, and diminishing access to his child. In the midst of their legal battle, another wrench was thrown into the equation. Halle obtained a restraining order against DDG. While details remain scarce, like legal documents, public filings, and official statements are heavily redacted, the effect is unmistakable. This isn't standard in every divorce or breakup. A restraining order. It means more than separation. It implies genuine concern for safety or well-being. Sources say the order is rooted in months of tension and unresolved issues dating back to the relationship's finale. Social media complied with that silence. Words like, "I messed up," and "I lost her," may convey regret, not guilt. What we can surmise is that Halle felt a boundary had to be enforced. And when a boundary is upheld in court, it's rarely taken lightly. So, when DDG came forward weeping outside the courthouse, saying, "I don't blame her, but I wish I had one more chance to make things right," it wasn't theatrical, it was raw. He wasn't begging for love, he was begging for understanding, for forgiveness, for possibility. Yet that window he mentioned, it had slammed shut, just not because of the court date. On camera, DDG looked different than fans were used to seeing him. Rapping about ambition, wealth, and lyrical talent. Those were familiar. This vulnerability, this admission of loss, not so much. The sight became his confessional. "I lost the battle, not just in court, but with her." Tears, voice breaking, glimpses of interviews. He looked like a man admitting defeat to himself before anyone else. He continued, "I tried to fix it, but she won't let me." That line underlined the painful truth that some mistakes aren't correctable. Some fences once burned can't be climbed back over. "I don't blame her," he added, owning the responsibility with humility. And then he said the part that really hit home, "I just wish I had one more chance to make things right." In contrast to DDG's limbo, Halle Bailey's star continues to rise. The last few months have seen her immersed in filmmaking, taking on a major role in a multi-million-dollar production. Sources say the shoot includes location work overseas and a tight schedule of back-to-back scenes. It's clear her career momentum is unstoppable. That career success is a double-edged sword. It's the reason her court date was delayed, and perhaps a safeguard in her favor. Her future, as DDG put it, is beautiful, but it also represents her directional shift away from the relationship and toward independence. The court's accommodation may seem practical, but to DDG, that schedule is symbolic. While she shoots new scenes, he's stuck replaying old ones in court. At the heart of all this is their shared son, a young life caught in adult conflicts. DDG's final plea distilled it all. "It's not about winning or losing anymore. It's about my son." That statement resonates deeply, not because of legal ownership, but because of emotional ownership. A father's anxiety. A parent's worst case, losing time. The postponed hearings extend uncertainty. Will Hal's career demands lead to permanent decisions? Could joint custody be derailed by chronology and distance? Legal experts analyzing the case say postponement delays rulings, possibly indefinitely. But even more critical is the emotional fragility, the damage to co-parenting that can form with tension and contested communication. Psychology experts note that conflict, particularly when highly emotional and public, can leave irrevocable marks on a child unless mitigated. Can DDG and Hal find a way to decouple their relationship from co-parenting? Their success or failure speaks to bigger conversations in modern parenting. Can former partners prioritize their child even when their love is broken? Social media responses poured in fast. Fans expressed heartbreak, not just for personal drama, but for the universal sorrow of lost love. Tweets ranged from empathetic to philosophical. "He looked human for once, not like a persona." Others reflected, "sometimes love isn't enough, a painful truism." But fan reactions also included worry for their child. What kind of co-parenting relationship will they form? Question to comment. And then the big one, speculation. Some fans blamed DDG for not acting sooner. Others praised Hal for putting safety and emotional distance first. The debate, while intense, held one near universal sentiment. You can't help but feel sorry for that kid. Expect this legal fight, emotionally charged by public drama, to drag out. Some postponements could stretch another couple months. Others could spin further, depending on shooting blocks, court schedules, and legal arguments. This case isn't just about celebrities. It's about relationships, timing, communication, and parenting. It's proof that even with love and children, sometimes people cannot overcome their mistakes. DDG's breakdown wasn't orchestrated, it was genuine. His tears and humility suggest he knows something was lost. Hal's decision to seek legal protection, even as a mother, points to pain and perhaps fear. Their son becomes where both hopes and heartbreak meet. DDG may have lost the battle, but clarity sometimes follows defeat. If his words signal a turning point toward responsible co-parenting, perhaps some healing is possible. Whether through mediation, therapy, or room for change, the possibility remains if all parties are willing. DDG's confessional outside that courthouse, "I lost her. I lost my chance." It echoes long after tears subside. But for fans, for family, for this small boy caught in the middle, the real story isn't over. The custody battle might be paused. The emotional war may still rage, but possibilities remain. Healing, at the very least, is possible. What do you think happens next? Can DDG and Hal co-parent peacefully from this place of closure? Comment below. Subscribe for updates, and remember, love is powerful, and sometimes that power ends too soon.